Hello everybody, it's Christy Cat again. Alright, so, let me get this crud out of the way, except I'm going to save this and use it. So, I am here with the video about how you can use most anything as a mono printing surface. If you don't have a jelly plate, you don't want to make a jelly plate. Now, I've made a homemade jelly plate. It was a lot softer than the store-bought. I think it dried out because I did have the pan that I made it in covered with aluminum foil only, and my house is pretty darn dry, and so the edges sort of started shrinking in, and it started going from really nice, pretty thick to thinner, so it almost started evaporating, and I hardly used it enough, so I know it wasn't from use. I didn't want to have to work at how to make it bigger after remelting it and make sure that it was nice and thick. I didn't know if I should add only maybe like a half portion of the recipe that Stacy had out, because I went by Pink Poodle Crafts recipe. Excuse me, sorry. So, and I was like, it's just a mess. So I have two plates. One's the 8x10. That's what it is, 8x10, it's about this size, and I also have like a 7-inch circle. I think it was a very good investment. I have made very, very many, what do you want to call it, projects, well not projects, but you know, pools, sessions. I've got the feathers that I made. I do have that in a video. I do have a lot of other papers, and I've gotten better at the paint mixes now that I know to do complementary colors and color families and all that, and layers, but I want to try to do this. Now, I was in Pink Poodle Crafts live video, I don't know, this past weekend. I said, yeah, of course you can do other surfaces. They said, did you try it, or have you done it? I said, yeah, and I thought they meant have other people try it. I haven't tried it, not personally, so I'm going to show you me trying it, and showing you even a dummy like me can do it. So if I can do it, you can do it. So what I'm going to do is do kids' foam that I've already adjusted. Now it's got little scratches in it, but I don't think that's going to affect it too much, and even if it does, more texture, yay! I'm going to do a Ziploc bag, which you don't have to get Ziploc brand. You really don't. I have a local store that I go to called Meijer. It's very popular in only Ohio, maybe parts of Kentucky, Indiana, Michigan, and I think parts of Pennsylvania, I can't remember. I used to work there, so I should know this. Pretty bad. But that was in 2002 to 2003, so that doesn't count. So the store brand will work. You don't need to use the nice brand, but it's just a bag, a big ass one. Unless you want to use one of the little ones because you only want small prints. And then I also have, and I don't know if the camera will pick it up, and I can't see it because it's so up high, and yes, it's being held by a box. I have an unused plate for your die cutting machine. I had gotten the wrong size. I wasn't able to send it back by the time I realized it wouldn't fit in it. And then they finally brought one out for the Cricut. Or Cuttlebug, Cuttlebug. That would work for the bigs, long magnetic dies and stuff like that, and other things that were extra long. So I was like, oh well, I'll just use them for dendritic prints and other things. So I'll try it on that. Since this is down first, I'll start on there. So I'm not even going to use a brayer because I can't find it. But that will give me a chance to show you don't even need a brayer. So I'm going to use this card to sort of set it out thinly, just so it's kind of fun. I'm going to use fluid acrylics because I don't use them enough, and I need to get to doing that. And the paper I'm going to use is just some of my French, English, and dictionary, and English to French. It was last week because the words that I was taught from a friend. Did you know nerd is desperate shit? Yeah, well, I was in 8th grade when I was taught that, so when I went into 9th grade and actually took French, I got all the cuss words. Now, they may actually be wrong, so if anyone actually speaks French, can you actually teach me how to say the very rude, insulting your hole? Is it really toggle? I don't know. Enculé, does that actually mean F you? I don't know. I don't remember if that was actually how she said it and what it actually meant, but she found out the real words. This girl in my class, and I was like, yeah, I can cuss like a French person. Yeah, kids anyhow, right? Alright, so, I digress. Let's get started. So, from what I can tell, what would be better is to use just a little, un peu. No, I can't say that. Just a little, un peu. And then and of course I don't have a wet rag. And I don't have a way to pick it up. Just put my finger in it. Now, you don't get the same results, no. But it is still a way to get paint on paper. There you go. I think that's actually pretty cool right there. I would so use that. Of course, I would so use much of anything. Let's try this with the dry baby wipes that I've got. They're all dried out. I'm going to take off some of that texture because it's not going to roll too well if you don't take it off. Oh, the other thing I want to try this on is Tim Holtz Craft Mat. It's already beating up like a mother. So clearly that works. So let's try. Wanted to get all the paint off of here so it doesn't leave weird residue. What I need is alcohol over here, but rubbing alcohol works great as a way to clean up acrylic paint. Just throwing that out there. I don't know how well it will do for your varnished surfaces. If you get acrylic paint on your kitchen table, for instance, you might want to be careful because it will take off your varnish. But if you don't care about the surface, then I don't know. So, let that air dry. Oh, goodness. Oh well. Making a mess. My apologies. Alright. Let's try it on here. Let's do purple, blue, and green. And actually, never mind. Actually, I'm just going to keep using this. That's why I didn't use the flat end. I used the end that has the serrations on it still. Oh, we're going muddy. And I wasn't really. Slow, no. It didn't work out as well. Like I said, this is more of an experiment, but really, in all actuality, actually, if I had a brayer, it would probably go out down better. Yeah. Rubber brayer is MIA. Maybe I'll look at my other one, but it is picking up paint, as you see. I actually kind of like this paint mixture. So I'm just like that. I use this hoodie that I've got on for crafting, so I don't care if I get painty fingers all over it. So you know, if you see paint on my fingers when I go to grab my sleeve, it's okay. Don't freak out, man. I actually kind of like that. It looks muddy-ish, but I really actually like that. Now, like you see, it's not exactly like a jelly plate. But I will come back to it with, excuse me, a brayer. It'll be a plastic one. It'll be acrylic brayers, but it'll be a brayer. I don't know if it'll work the same. I'm used to using the red rubber brayer that I always use. I don't know what the heck happened to it. It's over there in that jumbled mess somewhere. So, we actually use some of this. We'll use this paintbrush. Actually, I'll put a pearl paintbrush. This down. Put this down. See, we used it to get that stuff down. It's pretty fun, actually. Okay, let's do that. So, you know, it's not perfect. I'm kind of liven it back up a little bit with water and the brush. I think what it is with this, it dries much quicker than on a jelly plate, where a jelly plate would be kind of trying to keep it alive a little longer with paint. And by alive, I mean awake. Like I said, this is open acrylics. So it's not like this is regular acrylic craft paint. So, what I should be doing is sleeping on a couch to try to rest up before I have to work tomorrow night. I'm a night shifter, so. But you know what? I say seize the day by its balls and do it when you can. I am off this weekend, but I may or may not be having to do something. So, okay, so let's try the craft foam. Let me go get a brayer. On my quest to find the brayer, look what I found. The red rubber brayer. In question. Try to get this Distress Oxide off of here. Just gonna use my sweatshirt. That's what it's for. It's like my apron and everything all in one. Keeps me warm. I kind of wipe off my brush and my brayer. I actually wore this to the store tonight. Instead of wearing PJs, I wear my art sweatshirt. It's a hoodie that has a broken zipper. It doesn't zip up right. The pull fell off of it. It's just all effed up. So, that's weird. In the art studio. Okay, we're going to try yellow. Like I said, I already adjusted this. As you go, you don't have to clean it. Just kind of let it dry. I don't know how you would clean it anyway. So, but as it kind of dries, it'll be one layer after the other, and it will keep it nice and strong. And after a while, it will stop soaking into the foam. So, I think I'm going to go grab me some regular craft acrylic. And we can try that on these surfaces as well to see if there's a difference. Maybe this nice paint isn't staying wet as long as I'd like, despite it being fluid acrylic. So, I don't think fluid acrylic actually means there's a long open time. So, let me go get that. Okay, I'm going to try a range. We got heavy body acrylic paint, neon, I guess what you would call interference. It's just a metallic zinc. I love this color, by the way. I used it on one of my art journal pages, and I loved it. It was different. It was like gunmetal, and you couldn't really see the color, but you could see the shimmer at a certain angle. Got Regal Purple, just regular craft acrylic. So I think on this one, I want to add some hot pink because I'm crazy like that. It's probably way too much pink. There we go. That's the kind of coverage I'm talking about. Just a little. Just a little. Now, like I said, this doesn't look exactly like on jelly plate. I know, but it's an option. It's something. Let's do a little bit of purple. See how the purple solidy colors come out. Next. We don't want to. No. Oh, I suck at tearing paper. Look at this. I clearly need to get my knife out. Oh no. What will that torn page look? Try it. That's okay. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. So it's giving me a really stripy dendritic look, but that's actually really cool. And then let's just use it right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. want to get a layer of something around everything. That will kind of strengthen the go-through ability of this paint. Doing stripes because it's drying so fast. I think as we go, this paint will stop soaking into it. This paint looks really thick and some of it looks really thin. So, there we go. Now, other people get other results. I know Kelly Donovan has done this. I know she has, because I sat there and watched her do it. And she got some pretty good results. So, I don't know, maybe I'm doing it wrong to get really good heavy coverage, or maybe I just need more layers. So. Part of the problem is I'm leaving a texture on here. Try it. The texture of this. So we'll stop leaving a texture over there. And you can kind of clean it. What you would be really cleaning it of is top layers of texture. You'll keep messing up your print. But, to be completely honest, even Shani Dixon did pulls off of a Ziploc bag that looked actually really cool because it gave it a wrinkled look. It was actually really pretty awesome. So I think that will be the next one. But I'll use fluid acrylic first, and then show you the craft acrylic. It smells crap out of my way. So as you can see, it is possible. Now let me put this in here just so it has a firm surface. Now, she didn't put anything inside of it, and maybe that was why it was nice and wrinkly. So let me take this out. Actually, no, that's dry. No. You see, that wasn't dry. Oh. Yeah. So, let it be wrinkled. Let it be wrinkled. So that way, maybe, just maybe, you can see the coverage and see if it wrinkles and just leaves cool texture. We will find out. Don't overmix. Don't overmix. Try and do this quickly. So, it's pretty blotchy, but I do think that if you have enough down, it might be a little better. It is texture, it is color, it is something. And when you're doing painted up papers, that is the name of the game. Texture, color, something. Right? Right? Am I right? Am I right? Tell me I'm right. Because I don't know anymore. I know it's not working out as well. But really, I've seen some pretty shoddy results, even with my professional one. If you don't put enough paint on, like legitimately, if you don't put enough paint on a regular jelly plate, you're not going to get very great results. You know, you're just not, because you haven't put enough on. Let's do heavy body. Ocean, Dinah, I don't know. Dina Winkler, sorry. Just add to this. Doesn't need to be wet. And add something, like I said. If you like it really textury, I think this is the way to go. See, I don't think that's too bad, you know. If what you're looking for is texture, texture and paint, who really cares that it's not a solid covering? If you want that, just use your paintbrush. Right? Right? Work with me here. Tell me I'm right. Am I right or am I right? I kinda don't want to use that. So yeah, as you see, it's fairly okay coverage if you put it thick enough, leave it wet enough. So it's still wet even now. And that was a blend of the cracked acrylics and the fluid acrylics. So let's try it with this in here. I doubt it will give it that much of an advantage. Not too much. This helps to hold it still a little bit better underneath the paper. So I got some fairly okay coverage on that. That indeed had nothing on it when we started. So there's purple underneath from the time before. So that's watercolor, not the acrylic, fluid acrylic. Kind of want to show you guys a homemade texture tool. Keep it pretty thick. There we go. And that's just a lid from a baby food pouch. It's fairly really good, I think. Maybe the best, most coverage of a print that I've made so far. But it goes to show I didn't need a jelly plate to do it. Trust me, I love my jelly plates. I'm glad I made the purchases, but this kind of stuff is easy peasy. You already have these bags, and these craft foams this big are probably about $1, maybe just under 79 cents maybe. They're pretty cheap. And you can just get some bubble wrap and anything else and have your texture tools. So, on that note, I'm just going to get off some of the levels of this paint and say bye-bye. So, I don't know, I would give it a whirl if you really want to try to play around with mono printing. Try using what you've got. Try seeing if this paint layers can get off of here. Try seeing if you can get away with using other things. And, try not to break the bank getting stuff that you might be able to hack at home without. Just trying to see how easy this stuff cleans up. Yep, there you go. Look, and your jelly plate's clean. Your faux jelly plate. Your Ziploc bag plate. And then, when the urge gets you, just finally get one. I wouldn't leave the Ziploc bags out in the wind. You know, they're a possibility. I have 2 plates and I still kind of want to keep doing this just right now just to get some more painty book pages. You know, it'll be different than the full coverage tools that I get from my jelly plate. So, thanks for watching. Bye!